Ryan Clark fired on air. One of the best shows 2 years in a row fires their anchorman, Ryan Clark. ESPN lets him go. More after these messages. Yeah, yeah.
The streets talk about. This Chicago. Making money ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, cause that green give you proud. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always go that round.
King Kong ain't got shit on
me. These beats, a lazy man gon' stop, but a glamour always gon' eat. Every time what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all to the blue. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that time out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1,000,000 copies sold. Say my name.
What's up, y'all? What's happening, y'all? Ryan Clark fired on air. ESPN's shocking decision to expire his contract while he was actually giving a show. I would say, what's happening, everybody? Because this is the Gingerbread Man Show. Steady Servin ENT is my brand. And yes, it's an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to get that off your chest. Now, what's going on in this thing here tonight? I'm going to, let y'all know the breaking news. The story that has an entire title of the sports world shaking up and having questions about what is really going on with ESPN. Ryan Clark, Super Bowl champion, former Pittsburgh Steelers safety, respected NFL analyst, and one of the ESPN's most recognized personalities, has reportedly been laid off after 11 years with the network. And here is an unbelievable part. Reports indicated that the decision came down while Clark was appearing on a live episode on NFL Live. Was this simply a business decision? Did ESPN disrespect one of the most valuable football voices? And what does that mean for Ryan Clark and what is next for him? Well, according to what has been reported, multiple reports, Ryan Clark's long relationship with ESPN came to a sudden end during a live broadcast of NFL Live. Report says ESPN originally planned to inform Clark at a later time, but the network accelerated the decision as information about another round of layoffs began circulating publicly. Clark reportedly disappeared before the final portion of the show. That immediately created questions among viewers and people throughout the sports media industry. To be completely accurate, Ryan Clark was primarily an analyst, not the official host or really called the anchor of the NFL Live. Laura Rutledge hosts the program, but Clark was unquestionably one of the show's central personalities. His energy, experience, willingness to express a strong opinion helped give the program its identity. While the decision was made, and why was it such a shocking thing? This is not somebody ESPN had hidden in the background. Ryan Clark appeared across several major programs, including NFL Live, First Take, Get Up, Monday Night Countdown. He was working tirelessly, man. When the network needed someone to analyze an important NFL controversy, explain defense strategy, or participate in a heated debate, Clark was regularly called upon for his opinion. He had credibility because he actually played the game at the highest level. He also understood television. He could educate viewers, deliver passionate commentary, and create viral moments without sounding like he was simply reading notes from the teleprompter, just like me. NFL Live had also earned major industry recognition, reviving sports Emmy nominations in consecutive years. So, how does the network build a successful show? Receives that type of recognition and then remove one of the personalities who helped make it successful. That is why fans are so stunned. Before television, Ryan Clark built an impressive NFL career. He entered the league as an undrafted free agent and played 13 seasons with the New York Giants, Washington, and Pittsburgh Steelers. Clark became best known for his time in Pittsburgh, where he developed a reputation as physical, intelligent, and fearless safety. He helped the Steelers win a Super Bowl, and later earned a Pro Bowl selection. His career was not handed to him. He had to prove himself at every stage of this game. The journey matters because it shapes the voice viewers eventually heard on television. Clark could discuss locker room pressure, injuries, leadership, coaching, and championship expectations because he had personal experience with all of them. After retiring, he successfully moved into broadcasting, something many former athletes attempt, but very few mastered it. For more than a decade, Clark became one of ESPN's strongest NFL voices. Now, here we have to ask this uncomfortable question. Did ESPN handle the situation professionally? I don't think so. No, not while he's on right now on your network talking about what he does best, knows best, and have played the best at the highest level. But timing of communication still matters. If Clark was informed while participating in a live program, that creates a terrible public image for ESPN. It makes the decision appear cold, rushed, and unnecessarily embarrassing. After 11 years of service, didn't Clark deserve a private conversation before going on the television screen? Did he deserve an opportunity to say goodbye to the viewers? Those are fair questions. This is bigger than whether you agree with every opinion Clark expressed. You did not have to support everything someone says and recognize that they deserve a professional treatment than what he just got. We also have examined the business side. Traditionally, sports television is changing. Networks are dealing with expensive broadcast rights, declining cable subscriptions, and competition from streaming platforms, podcasts, and independent digital creators. High-profile personalities can command large salaries, and networks, they talk about Pat McAfee, and networks are consistently determining whether those contracts fit the future plans. This may have been a cost-cutting decision instead of a judgment against Clark's talent. But ESPN must understand that personalities are a major reason viewers develop loyalty to a show. People don't tune in only for the scores and statistics anymore. Those are available instantly on social media. They watch because they connect with the people who deliver the information. If networks repeatedly remove recognizable talent, they risk damaging their very own program by trying to protect themselves before the actual talent. Ryan Clark may have lost his position at ESPN, but he has not lost his audience, football knowledge, or ability to create compelling content. He already understands independent media through his digital work and podcasting. That gives him uh, uh, several positions and different paths that he can take. Another network could immediately pursue him. Streaming platforms are investing heavily in sports programming. He could expand his own media company, developing a large independent show, or build a partnership that gives him more ownership and creativity and control. This could ultimately become an opportunity disguised as a setback. Shout out to the entrepreneur. Modern sports personalities no longer need one television network to remain relevant. If Clark controls his own platform, advertising, relationships, and distribution, he could potentially become more influential than he was at ESPN. Sometimes being removed from the table forces you to build a bigger table of your own. Once again, shout out to the entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, mentality. Hey, Ryan, I know you're going to be all right, brother. Ryan Clark departure sends a powerful message to everyone working in the sports media. Success does not guarantee security. You can help build an award-recognizing program. You can appear across a network's biggest shows. You can bring experience, personality, and credibility, and the business can still move forward without you. That reality may be harsh, but it's also a lesson about ownership. Athletes, analysts, and content creators must build brands that can survive beyond the company. Your employer can control your position, but it should never completely control your voice or your relationship with your own audience that you help build. Ryan Clark spent years building the relationship with ESPN. The ESPN owners may own the television program, but it doesn't own our respect like it does with Ryan Clark. I'm just saying he earned it. It is a serious situation where Ryan Clark did deserve to be treated this way. He actually deserved a civil, more respectable and honorable, especially the type of caliber that Ryan is. RC, we are all with you, and we also support you. I've watched Pivot. Go out and watch Pivot. And as he goes on and find his own way of making his own situation valuable to us, the fans who love him, who watched him play, you know what I'm saying, in the sport of football, and also watched him and loved him while he was on ESPN, especially me that couldn't wait for him to speak and check. You know who, Stephen A. Smith, on the other side of that table. Did ESPN make a major mistake by letting Ryan Clark go? Yeah, they did. Was the report timing disrespectful? Absolutely disrespectful. And this other question, and where should Clark take his talent next? Put your opinion in the comments. Let me know what you think about what the questions was. And I will say this, y'all. You can't depend on someone to feed you. You have to depend on yourself to be able to feed yourself and those ones that you love, respect, and protect. That's what it's all about. So turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Give to this channel. Hey, man, I'm asking for you guys to really, really, really support this channel. Share. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, because we got NFL coming, and we already starting to go in. After this WNBA season, we'll definitely be doing a lot more football, college women's basketball. It is going to be a serious thing on Steady Servin Sports ENT. So, as always, I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do, and I thank you for what you will do. But not only that, I leave as I came with another bang. And I always thank y'all for coming, man, and supporting what I do because I always find myself the grind hard.